Welcome to Bean Music. I'm John Kelly. Today's episode 62 of the alphabetical trip through my record collection. And today on the show, we have punk band Buzzcocks. Formed in '76 by Peter McNeish and Howard Trafford, who, upon forming, took the stage names Pete Shelley and Howard Devoto. Devoto was only with the band actually for a number of months before leaving to go back to school. He later formed the band Magazine, which is also a pretty good band. But as influential as the Buzzcocks were, I mean, their music is fantastic. It's a brilliant combination of punk and power pop. I think they're kind of the model for a lot of the pop punk bands that came later. None of them have done it better than Buzzcocks, but they try. But outside of their own music, one of the most impactful things they did was, upon reading a review of the Sex Pistols in early '76, they went down to London to see them play live. After the show, they invited them up to play the famous show in June of 1976 in Manchester at the Lesser Free Trade Hall. In attendance at that show, I mean, there was only about 40 people. The Buzzcocks were supposed to play the show as well, but a couple of guys from the band had dropped out and they couldn't get replacements. But in the audience, of course, you had Morrissey, that went on to form the Smiths, Peter Hook and Bernard Sumner, who went on to form Joy Division and New Order, Marky Smith, who went on to form The Fall, and Mick Hucknall, who went on to form Simply Red. The show had a huge impact on those guys. They took a look at the Sex Pistols and thought they could do it as well, or they could do it better. So that show just had a massive impact on what became the Manchester music scene of the '80s and moving forward. They played again in July of '76. And at that show was Tony Wilson, the guy that started Factory Records and signed Joy Division, but also went on to sign bands like Happy Mondays and Spiral Carpets, I think, which kicked off that whole Britpop era as well. So a lot came from just those two shows in Manchester that, thanks to the Buzzcocks, happened. In my collection, I have 1979 release, A Different Kind of Tension, and the collection of singles, Singles Going Steady, which is a phenomenal album. And today on the show, we are going to play What Do I Get? Check it out. All right, that's it for today. Check the comments below for a link to the full song, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.